After this stream? Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Coca-Cola Coliseum, home of the Toronto Marlies. The Marlies in the Syracuse Crunch, Game 3. Toronto has Syracuse on the stranglehold. They took the first one in Syracuse 3-1. They took the second game in Syracuse 3-2 in overtime. This is Game 3. It's a must-win for Syracuse in this best-of-5, or they're out tonight in a sweep. Picked up here by Toronto off the draw. Anderson on the left. He'll drop back for Mark Michaelis. In tight for Somoa. An early Legacy down has that and holds on for the Crunch. Marley's first home game of the playoffs this season. Yeah, and everyone looking forward to it. Especially the Toronto Marlies want to win this thing in front of the home crowd. Here's Day. Has it in his own zone. Plays that to Morand on the left. He was caught up to there, but gave it away. Somoa off the mask. Loose in front. They try to find it. It's off a stick. Here's Forche. Still in the Syracuse zone. He'll get that across to Gabriel Dumont. Hit as it comes out of the zone. Radish up to Forche and right back out by Brennan Manel. Dangles his way. He has Michaelis with Anderson. Somoa in front. They try to find it. It's somewhere there. Legacy down. Radish. And Syracuse is on their heels right now. As here's Morand. Turnover at center. Marlies trying to get it back. Smith up to Forche. Hit along the boards. Marlies get the puck. It's not out. Poked in further into the Toronto corner. Given away in behind the goal. Crunch to it. Marlies flip it up the boards to Anderson. Plays that back in behind his goal. Now up to Mark Michaelis. Kicks that. It is not out. Smith to Morand. Stopped by Mrazek. Point blank. His first stop tonight on home ice. Just about halfway through this opening period, the Toronto Marlies and the Syracuse Crunch from downtown Toronto. Game 3. Draw one back by Cini. Hallwell up to Jeremy McKenna. He gave it away. Tries to get it back. Crunch in the corner. With it. Hit off the puck there. McKenna up to Brett Cini. Here come the Marlies. Cini, he's been great. 2 goals in the series. Shot to the net. Knocked down by Legacy. He plays it free. Semikin in his own zone to Clayson. Houdon. Huntington. Here come the Syracuse Crunch with a step down the left side. Looking back. Clayson to the net. Huntington, that stop. Loose, it's knocked down. Another shot. Handled by Mrazek. 3 in a row. Here's Brett Cini for Toronto again. Cini winds up, shoots. That's blocking aside. It's loose in front. Legacy down. Has it. 7:42 to go in the first. We're scoreless from the Coca-Cola Coliseum. Game 3 between the Crunch and the Marlies, affiliates of the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Draw one back. It's controlled by Jones. He has it here for the Syracuse Crunch. Looks at Bison, finds Semikin. Here come the Crunch in over the line. Looking down the middle. Dargachitsev's there off the boards. He does get it down the ice. And not enough for icing. Place it. Bumped there by Kapeka. Still got it back. That's turned over in front. Semikin being chased for the puck. Houdon taken down by Mac Hallwell. Kick back to Jack Kapeka. Kapeka looks for help. Found it. Chris shoots. Upstairs. That was handled. Drop back to the point for Dusak. Fired up and over the goal. Here's Rich Clune back to it. The captain. He fired it high and over the net. Marlies in a shooting gallery right now. Kapeka looks in front. Center that and hit a stick. Here's Clune back to the net. What a dangle. Couldn't get a shot to the goal. Smith to Huntington. 2 minutes to go in this opening period. Semikin gets it out. And here come the Syracuse Crunch. In on the right. Smith to the goal. A chance, a shot. It's blocked. They get it back. Looking. That's fired right on. Knocked down by Mrazek. Up ahead on the wing to Philip Kral. Under a minute to go in the period. Kral winds up. He shoots. Fired that off the blocker and up and out of play with just under 20 seconds to go. In this first period from downtown Toronto, the Crunch and the Marlies. Game 3 in this best-of-5 series. Round 1. Here's the face-off. One back by McMahon. A shot by Dusak. Kral to the net. Knocked down. Here's kept in. Rubens. Now Day. 2 seconds to go in the period. Shot handled by Mrazek. That'll do it for one. We're scoreless tonight in Toronto through the first 20 between the Marlies and the Syracuse Crunch. Shots on goal in the hockey game are 8 for Toronto, 5 for the Crunch. Hits are 6-2 Toronto. Faceoffs 3-2 Syracuse. No power plays, scoreless through 1. Welcome into the second period here tonight from the Coca-Cola Coliseum. Marlies Crunch, Game 3 of the first round. One back by the Crunch, just started the period, given away to Mark Michaelis. He was ready to take off. Forche on the right, gets it back for the Crunch, looks to the net, waits, centers, chance, backhanded wide. Dumont had that. Drop back to Forche. He'll look, he'll fire, stopped again. Loose in front, it's poked away by Mrazek. Toronto clears, not out. Moran to Forche. Stopped again by Peter Mrazek. Big saves early in the period. Anderson fires it wide of the Crunch goal. It goes in behind. After it is Taylor Radish. Radish having some trouble in behind the goal. Gets the puck back after all, but turns it over again. Mark Michaelis after him for it. Radish having trouble. Soma steals it. Here's Soma to the net. In front. And they tried to find someone, but no one was there. Dumont back into the Crunch zone, into the corner. After it goes Dahlstrom, and Morand was there. Now it's Michaelis. Drops for Dahlstrom. Back to Manel. He fires. That stopped from the point. Hit again. Soma to the front of the goal. And no help was there. Forche spins back. He'll center that over to Dumont. 7 gone in the middle frame. It's scoreless from Toronto in Game 3. Crunch in with a shot. And Mrazek down has that and holds on. Almost halfway through Game 3. No goals scored by either side between the Crunch and the Marlies here in round 1. Here's the draw. Faceoffs 4-2 Crunch in this one. As they win that back, it's 5-2. But it's given away, and Jeremy McKenna is off to the races. And he'll look back for help. Found it. Shot. Stopped. It's there. And Legacy down. Plays it out. Semikin. Brett Cini had a great opportunity. A hit iron. And here come the Crunch the other way with a step to the net. Stopped by Mrazek. It came free. Back in front of the goal. Stopped again by Mrazek. Semyonov for Toronto. Fired back into the Crunch zone. It's knocked down, and Syracuse gets it back ahead with Smith. Here's a step to the net. Sape shoots. Gloves. Stop. Mrazek. He snatched that. Loose in front again. Spinning. Center. They score. The Syracuse Crunch have the lead with just under 8 minutes to go in the second frame here in Game 3 from downtown Toronto. Crunch get the lead. Marlies couldn't get it out. Chance after chance. And then it finally finds its way in the back of the net for Syracuse to get the lead. And now a penalty coming to Toronto as well, so the Crunch will go to a power play. Already on top in the game, 1-0. Faceoff will come to the left side of the Marley goal. Here's the draw. And it's won back by Syracuse. Can't get that to the goal. Get it back. Here's a shot. Snatched by Mrazek. Another great save. That's turned over to Moran. They have it again on the power play. Radish. Great save. Another. Kicked away. A third try. They score. Pass in front of the net. It's a power play goal. And Syracuse is up 2-0. 13:01 mark of the second period, a power play goal. And the Crunch are now getting away with Game 3. Toronto knows, and Syracuse knows as well, but the Crunch know even more that this is a must-win game or they're out. Manel played that ahead to Anderson. It gets down the ice. Won't be enough for icing. Radish hit in the corner, but still had the puck. Dumont spins in his own zone, centers that to Moran. Back to Radish. Toronto's had some looks, but not good ones enough. Here it's picked up by Soma. He has Mark Michaelis with speed. Michaelis slows down, winds up, shoots, scores! What a rip by Mark Michaelis! His first of the postseason, and the lead has been cut in half, 2-1. So Mark Michaelis gets a goal, and Toronto's on the board. Here's Lipanov at center, turns it over. Semikin pickpocketed. Has it back to Sampe on the left. He has Lipanov to the goal. Tries to get the pass in front. Didn't work. Now they do. Smith back. Here's Clayson. Back to Sampe. Spins. Shoots. Mrazek has that. 2 minutes to go in this middle frame. It's 2-1 Syracuse. Here comes Jack Kapaka with a step to the net. Shoots. Down. That was knocked as Clune was trying to find it. Penalty coming to Toronto again. The Crunch back to the power play again. Minute 17 to go in the period. Mark Michaelis has the only goal here tonight for the Toronto Marlies. Gets them back into this thing. Michaelis, one of the better players this year for the Toronto Marlies. Finished off in scoring in a very good spot. Here's the draw for Toronto. And Syracuse, left side of the Marlies zone. One back by Toronto, given away in front. And a stop by Mrazek. He kicked it away at the right pad. Anderson for Toronto. Fires it down into the Syracuse zone. Time running out in the middle period. Syracuse on a power play. Held off there, no penalty. Crunch get away with one. Here's Syracuse turning back. Anderson just about stole it. Forche in. Seconds running down. That's poked ahead. Here's Dusak. And here come the Marlies. Joseph Dusak has a step to the net. Looks in front. Semikin was there, and another penalty's coming with 2 seconds to go. We're going to start the third period with Syracuse on a 5-on-3 power play. No scoring in the first. 3 goals in the second. The Crunch with 2. The Marlies with 1. It's 2-1 Syracuse through 40 in a must-win game for the Syracuse Crunch. Shots on goal in the hockey game are 18 for the Crunch with 2, 1 for the Marlies with 13. It's our 10-2 Marlies. Faceoffs 9-3 Crunch. Power play Syracuse 1-for-1. They'll have a 5-on-3 to start the third. Marlies have not had a power play. Welcome into the third period here tonight from the Coca-Cola Coliseum. Marlies short 2 men to start the third. They're down a goal to the Syracuse Crunch. Drawing one back and getting in there. Syracuse gets the puck. Dumont with a step to the net. Off a stick, and Mrazek kicks it aside. Back in there, Dumont again. Centers it back to Forche. Marlies doing a great job with 3 defenders. Day to the net. Great stick play. Soma is there, and he clears it down. 1 penalty done. Here's a race to it. Rich Clune over skates. Goes back after it and just about pickpocketed Radish. Here's Dumont off the board. Soma, great play up to Brennan Manel. 40 seconds to go in the power play. Drop back. Here's Dumont. Step to the net. Dusak back to defend. Chance. Score! Off a Marley stick. Off the post and in by Peter Mrazek. It is going to be another power play goal, and the Crunch are back up by 2. It's 3-1 here inside the third period. Marley's penalty kill 0 for 2 tonight. They're down 3-1. They haven't looked good here tonight. There hasn't been a lot of chances. Crunch have done a great job, and the net mining has been even better tonight. Here's Forche along the boards. Marlies are the best third period team in the league, so you cannot count them out of this thing yet. Here's Forche. Drops back for Day. It's still in the Toronto zone. They finally get it back. Semyonov has McKenna with him. Found him. Here's McKenna to the net. Shoots. In tight. It's sent wide of the goal. Radish back in the corner. McKenna fires it back and around behind. Day's there. Back to Forche. Crunch will just get it out. Here's McKenna. 14.5 to play. Jeremy McKenna to the net. Shoots. Walker to side. Dahlstrom has it back in tight. Centers that. And that one, great defensive play by the Crunch. It's still inside. McKenna looks. He has Semyonov. And that one, bad pass again by the Marlies. Dumont does get it out. And here comes Syracuse in the Toronto zone. Fired around. There's Dahlstrom. He'll play it back to Brett Seney. Toronto on their heels in this third period right now. Here's Seney to the net. Shoots. Score! Brett Seney rips away. That's his third of the series in 3 games. And the Marlies are back within 1. So Brett Seney will get credit for that one. That's his third of the postseason. And the Syracuse Crunch up by only a goal now. Radish turned over. Here's Antti Soma at center. Day had it back. Hallwell to Soma. Here comes Toronto right down the middle. Held off by the Crunch and didn't like it very much. Chris at center. Here Sampe turns it over. Gets it right back. In come the Crunch with a step to the net. Hit off the puck. Marlies look to get it ahead. Shot. Point blank. Stopped by Mrazek. Wilsey made another. 2 great saves there on another giveaway by the Toronto Marlies. Here's Sampe. He'll look for help. Found it there in Smith. To the front. Michaelis stick in the way. And here come the Marlies. 7.5 to go in the third period. Fired around by Toronto. Finds Joey Anderson. Looks for the goal in front. That one right on. It was loose. Bouncing in the crease. Anderson picks it up. Shoots. Scores! Joey Anderson rips it from the left circle. And the Marlies have tied it here in the third of 3. So the Toronto Marlies have tied it. The goal will go to Joey Anderson, his first of the postseason. And the game is 3-3. Here's a chance. It's steered away by Mrazek in the corner to go after it. Kicked ahead by the Marlies. Joseph Duszak is after it. Under 5 minutes to play. 3-3 game. Duszak looks in. Wide up weight. Shoots to the net. Legacy down. And he'll cover up with 4:07 to go in regulation time. 3-3 here in Game 3 from Coca-Cola Coliseum. The first home game for the Toronto Marlies. Crunch were up big in this game. Did a great job. And Toronto kind of disappeared in this. They were down 2-0. And they made it 2-1. It became 3-1. It's now 3-3 late here in the third. Kapaka, like we said, you can never count the Marlies out of the game, and they're the best third period team this year. Here's Hudon. Down that right side, plays that back to Jones. Step in for the Crunch. Looking to the net. That's poked ahead to Jack Kapaka. Trouble for the Crunch the other way. Kapaka might have a step. In he shoots. Walkered away. A minute and a half to go. Clune back. Here's a shot from the line. It stays in. Place it. With it for the Crunch. He gets it out. Here's Jones. Under a minute to go. Tied at 3 from the Coca-Cola Coliseum in Game 3. Duszak tries to find it. Here's Jones trying to get it to the goal with a step to the net. And a great pickpocket there by Toronto. Somwa ahead with speed. 40 seconds to go. He'll just clear it back in and around. Kapaka to it. Wrap around. Right to the chest of Max Legacy. 35 seconds to go in regulation time. 3-3 from downtown Toronto. Face off here to the right side of the Syracuse goal. Crunch have always been a problem for the Toronto Marlies. Here's a centering pass. Won't make it there. Forche back out for Syracuse. Michaelis right back in for Toronto. Dangles his way inside. Has help. Looks. Shoots. Off his stick and in the corner it goes. Stays there. Anderson. Here's Forche. He'll get it out to center. Crunch will have it with a step. 17 seconds. Drop back to Forche to the net. Great save. Lucy got across and made that save as well. Peter Mrazek with 2 huge late saves here in this third period. And what a game we've had tonight from Toronto. Face off. Here it comes. One back by Cini. Toronto looks to get it out past to McKenna. 10 seconds to go. 3-3 game. Here's McKenna. Looks for help. He'll shoot. Walkered away. Radish has it back. Up ahead, there's Forche. We're going to overtime. Back-to-back games between the Crunch and the Marlies. Syracuse needs a goal to stay alive. If the Marlies score, this series is over. Shots on goal in the hockey game are 25-22. Syracuse hits are 12-3. Toronto faceoffs 14-5. Crunch. Power plays the Crunch 2 for 3. Toronto hasn't had one. 3-3 after 3. Welcome into overtime here tonight from downtown Toronto. Game 3 between the Crunch and the Marlies. Toronto with a goal ends this series here tonight. Here's the face-off. One back, Crunch control. Radish at center. Gave that away, Michaelis. He looks and finds Somwa. Plays that over to Anderson. Back in front. And that just missed the feet in front. Now Dahlstrom settles down. He shoots. That one to the goal. In front. They score! Antti Somwa! Bouncing free in front. He cleans it up. The series is over. The Marlies have swept the Syracuse Crunch in comeback fashion in back-to-back games. And it's Antti Somwa who's there. Right place, right time. Marlies taking a minute 26 into the first overtime. And the handshakes will come to center ice to seal this series. The Marlies have swept the Tampa Bay Lightning affiliate, the Syracuse Crunch. Antti Somwa with his second of the series. And it was a big one here tonight to end the series for Toronto, coming back from a 3-1 deficit in this game, will go on to win 4-3 in overtime. It is undecided who the Marlies will face in round 2, but once we know, we will let you know. Toronto takes this one 4-3 in the series overall. Well, the stats: 3-1, Toronto took game 1. 3-2 in overtime, Toronto took game 2. 4-3 here in game 3. Toronto takes it to sweep Syracuse.